Please be seated. Good afternoon. Ooh, that's loud. I'm Dr. Stavara Haley Clark, the VCU School of Social Work's Interim Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs. We're so pleased to be celebrating the class of 2024 in front of all of their family and friends. As you share your excitement today on social media, please use hashtag VCUSSW 2024 on your Facebook, X or Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I would also like to say thank you to our American Sign Language interpreters from Mosaic Interpreting Services, Photography by Photo Specialities and Cindy Newmark, and our live broadcast stream by Encore. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce the Dean of the School of Social Work, Dr. Gary S. Cuddyback. Dr. Cuddyback's research focuses on individuals living with severe mental illnesses, mental health services, the intersection of mental health and criminal legal systems, and evidence-based interventions. Please join me in welcoming Dean Gary Cuddyback and thanking him for his work in our community.
Thank you, Dr. Clark. I am delighted to see everybody here. I'm going to speak slowly because we have folks in the back who are still getting seated. Yep. All right. Well, thank you for your introduction, Dr. Clark. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to welcome you all, faculty, staff, families, friends, and most of all, our class of 2024 to the 2024 commencement ceremony for the VCU School of Social Work. This is our second December graduation ceremony. We had our first last year, so you get to be a part of history making as this is our second December graduation. To all of our graduates, the day you've been working so hard towards is finally here, and we are so excited to celebrate with you. On behalf of all of us here at the School of Social Work, I want to say congratulations, you did it. Let's everybody give a round of applause. I would now like to take a moment to acknowledge our excellent and dedicated faculty, staff, and administrators who have taught, mentored, inspired, and supported all of our graduates on their journey. Would our faculty on the stage and any community-embedded faculty and staff in the audience please stand so you can be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Class of 2024, you joined the company of generations of graduates who came before you, and as they have, will inspire those who come after you. You are joining a family of over 12,000 VCU social work alumni, along with over 700,000 social workers nationwide. Since the school was established in October of 1917, we have been a leading school of social work consistently ranked among the top schools in the nation. Our reputation is driven by the excellence of our faculty and staff in creating new knowledge, engaging our communities, and educating undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral students, as evidenced by the quality and preparation of our graduates who go out into the workforce and drive change for social justice. For 107 years, we have seen students like you learn, grow, and champion the principles and values of our profession, making an impact and creating change where change is needed most. Today we celebrate you and the impact you will be making throughout our community, not only here in the Richmond area, but across the nation and around the world. We believe our greatest contribution as a school and to our community is our students and alumni, and you are proof of this. Applause, please. I would now like to take a moment to introduce our speaker, 2016 M.S.W. graduate and alumni, Allison Gilbreath. Allison is the Senior Director of Policy and Programs at Voices for Virginia's Children, where Allison leads child welfare policy and directs advocacy initiatives to improve the well-being of children and families across Virginia. A recognized leader in early childhood care and education policy, Allison has been instrumental in advancing efforts to increase access to high-quality, affordable childcare throughout the state. Allison founded Voices Foster Care Policy Network, a coalition of partners, service providers, families, and youth that develops a united foster care agenda. Allison also co-launched Virginia's first bipartisan foster care caucus in the General Assembly and successfully led the creation of the Kinship Financial Assistance Program in 2020, supporting relatives caring for children in foster care. In addition to her policy work, Allison is a community-embedded faculty member in the School of Social Work and serves as a field liaison guiding second-year macro concentration students. Allison, please join me at the podium.
Thank you, Dean Cuddyback, for that introduction. My name is Allison Gilbreath, the daughter of Justine and Dwayne Perry, the granddaughter of Bill and Gloria Perry and Leroy and Annie Mae Williams. I stand here today, only 2 generations removed from slavery and from the sugarcane fields of Louisiana. My ancestors toiled along the bayou while others who could pass for white were afforded opportunities to gain an education that the rest of my family could not. I stand here with honor and gratitude to serve as your 2024 commencement speaker. I am proud wife to Ryan Gilbreath and the mother of Perry and Ella Gilbreath. Today, I honor the ancestors who made it possible for me to be here. I honor my family who instilled in me resilience, faith, and determination that carried me through every stage of life. To the VCU faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the graduates, thank you for allowing me to share this moment with you. I'd like to begin by sharing a story about my recent trip to Montgomery, Alabama. This wasn't my first time in Alabama. My husband Ryan was born there, and he has family in Gurley, right outside of Huntsville. But Montgomery feels stuck in time, a place where the past lingers heavily in the air. I went there with a group of passionate early childhood education leaders committed to dismantling inequities in our systems. We prepared for what's called racial caucusing, a space where individuals linked by racial identities could gather, share, and deepen their understanding of their lived experience. What I didn't realize was just how much I needed that space. Being in a room full of Black senior leaders from across the country, I was reminded of my why, the deep, unwavering purpose that drives me in this work. My what is dismantling systems of oppression that impact the lives of children and families, and my why is because I was that child, and that child still is me. One day, we took a bus tour guided by a powerful community advocate whose passion was palpable. We walked the same path that enslaved people were forced to take. We walked from the rivers of Montgomery to the plantations that awaited them. I cannot begin to describe the weight of that moment. I could almost hear the chains and the fears and the screams of families being torn apart. And in that moment, all I could see were the faces of my 2 children, Perry and Ella. I thought of the countless mothers who cried out for their babies, who held on to hope, even in the darkest of circumstances. It's a moment that I will carry with me forever. As part of our trip, we visited the Legacy Museum, built on the very ground where Black people were once held in bondage. The exhibits were raw, unfiltered, and overwhelming. One exhibit played recordings of children, their voices filled with terror and confusion as they were separated from their parents during slavery. I stood there, tears streaming down my face, grappling with the fact that while systems may look different today, the harm inflicted on Black and brown bodies remains painfully similar. The museum tour concluded with exhibits of mass incarceration, a stark reminder of how slavery has evolved, not disappeared, in our society. I found myself asking, where is the exhibit on the foster care system? a system that is overwhelmingly made up of Black children and of which I have lived experience in, not because of abuse, but because of poverty, a direct legacy of slavery, redlining, and systemic racism. I left Alabama with a renewed commitment to the work, with a profound understanding that intentional harm done through policy endeavors is not lost on me now, as we face a new administration that will challenge so much of our core beliefs as social workers. As social workers, we carry the weight of history on our shoulders. Here's what I want to share with you, graduates. As you step into the next chapter of your career, I want to talk about healing. Dr. Sean Ginwright writes in his transformative book, The Four Pivots, healing is the only pathway to real justice because it requires that we take an honest look at what harmed us and pushes us to restore our humanity and finally to move us into a possible future. Many of us are drawn into social work because we are searching for our own healing. Healing from our childhoods, from traumas, from the injustices we have witnessed or endured. We came into this field wanting to make a difference, but what I have learned is that our journey as social workers is a lifelong path of healing, not just for others, but for ourselves. Healing is not a destination, it is a journey. It is not something that happens in a straight line, and it is not something that we can fully accomplish in the therapy room alone. Social workers exist in classrooms, boardrooms, courtrooms, organizing marches, and leading protests. We speak up in the State House and in the White House. True healing challenges us to reckon with our fears, with what holds us back from being our most authentic selves. It requires us to look inside and ask the hard questions. What are we truly afraid of? What keeps us from stepping into our full power? As you enter into this profession, you will face a world that is hurting, divided, and yielding for justice. The next 4 years may be some of the most critical for our field, but you will burn out quickly if you try to save everyone without saving yourself. Graduates, you are just reaching the starting line of your own journey. You may wonder, how do I remain hopeful, especially when facing the uncertainties of our time? I don't have all the answers, but I do have a few truths that have carried me throughout challenging times. I hold on to the strength of my ancestors who refused to let delay defeat them. I hold on to the young people who deserve better futures and whatever role I play in that. I hold on to the power of healing, knowing that it is the key to real justice. Being here today is a part of my healing journey that I really didn't even know existed. When I was in high school, I asked my 12th grade honors teacher, how could I possibly become a motivational speaker one day? Because I felt like maybe I have a story to tell. She looked at me and she said, I don't think there is anything you will have to say, so there's no point. But healing, hear me, does not mean that I need to say I told you so to Miss Blue. It's knowing that my story, my purpose, and my why was always going to be bigger than what she could see, if for perhaps I am defying gravity. To stay standing here before you as your Commencement speaker, I feel the weight of her words lift, replaced by the power of my own story. Before I conclude, I want to offer you all an opportunity of healing right now. Some of you may have never heard these words before, but I want you to know how deeply you are seen, valued, and loved. Graduates, I'd like for you to remain seating. But for everyone else in this room, if you could please join me in standing if you are able. To the families, friends, and faculty present, please repeat after me. We see you.
We see you.
We are proud of you.
We are proud of you.
We believe in you.
We believe in you.
We are rooting for your success.
We are rooting for your success.
You may be seated. Class of 2024, you have chosen a path that is not easy, but it is one of the most noble paths one can take. You are stepping into your calling, and I'm so deeply proud of each of you. Remember, the world is waiting for the healing only you can bring. I am excited to see the ripples you will create, the lives you will touch, and the justice you will seek. Thank you for having me. This moment is one of the greatest honors of my life. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Allison, for those inspiring remarks. Guests, today I'm deeply honored to present you with a graduating class that embodies the very essence of what it means to be a social worker: resilience, dedication, and an unwavering commitment to uplifting individuals, families, and communities. Graduates, your journey here at VCU and the School of Social Work has been nothing short of remarkable. Through challenges and triumphs, you have shown us what it means to be hardworking, compassionate, and tenacious. You've embraced the core values of our profession: service, integrity, and justice, and have honed the skills that will empower you to create transformative change. The work ahead of you is profound. You will stand beside individuals in their darkest hours, amplify the voices of those who feel unheard, and bring hope and healing where it is most needed. Some of the change you will create you can already imagine, but much of it will surprise you. The ripple effects of your dedication will extend further than you could ever anticipate. Today, as you celebrate this incredible milestone with your family and friends, let it serve as a reminder of your resilience and passion. You've persevered not just for yourselves, but for the countless lives you will touch. That is the power of social work. As you step into this next chapter, remember, you're not alone. You are part of a powerful network of VCU alumni, faculty, and peers who are here to support you. Please come back to visit us, share your stories, and inspire the next generation of social workers. We can't wait to hear about the incredible work you'll do as agents of change, justice, and hope. And now, please welcome our Ph.D. Program Director, Dr. Tracy Wyke, who will review the requirements for graduating with a Ph.D. degree in social work.
Thank you, Dr. Clark. Welcome, everyone. Your deep connections and investments in the lives of our Ph.D. graduates make you a warm and distinguished presence at today's commencement. In universities throughout the world, the Doctor of Philosophy, or Ph.D., signifies the highest level of academic achievement in most disciplines. The School of Social Work at Virginia Commonwealth University has awarded the Ph.D. since 1981. During their first 2 years in the program, doctoral students complete rigorous coursework in theory, research methods, policy, and a specialized area of their own choosing. They then consolidate this coursework in a qualifying exam in a specialized area of research interest. Finally, each student conducts an independent research study that culminates in a dissertation which they defend publicly. In addition to their scholarly endeavors, our doctoral graduates also excel in teaching our B.S.W. and M.S.W. students. Today, we are proud to confer this hard-earned distinction on a graduate of our doctoral program, Dr. Nicole Campbell. Thank you. In November, Dr. Campbell successfully defended her dissertation titled, "Understanding Identity-Based Discrimination: Immigrant Women of African Descent's Experiences in Social and Human Service Agencies." Dr. Nicole Corley and Dr. Holly McGinnis served as dissertation co-chairs, along with committee members Dr. Hyojin M., faculty in the School of Social Work, and Dr. Christine Bay, faculty in the School of Education. Now, I would like to invite Drs. Corley and McGinnis forward to join me in performing the hooding of Dr. Campbell. Dean Cuddyback, Associate Dean Clark, and members of the faculty of the School of Social Work, I am pleased to confirm that Nicole Campbell has successfully completed all degree requirements and is now a December 2024 graduate of the VCU School of Social Work Ph.D. program. Thank you, everyone. And now I'd like to introduce our M.S.W. Program Director, Dr. Kasara Bay Spencer, as we recognize our master's students graduating today.
Thank you, Dr. Wyke. Good morning, distinguished staff, faculty, colleagues, Dean Cuddyback, honored guests, families, friends, and the spectacular class of 2024. I am truly honored to share this celebration with you. Today, we acknowledge your hard work and celebrate you as you add a new chapter to your life's story. Today, you add 3 letters to your name, M.S.W. These letters identify you as part of a profession that is rooted in social, economic, and environmental justice. Your journey to this point in your story has not always been easy. You have survived a global pandemic and are adjusting still to a new normal. You are here in spite of witnessing injustices such as international wars, anti-Black racism, attacks on the trans, immigrant, and AAPI communities, book banning, and the unrelenting assault on women's health care. Many of you have had to succeed while being directly impacted by these additional stressors. Furthermore, many of you have had to navigate multiple roles and responsibilities while finishing your coursework and completing hundreds of hours of work at your field placement. You have had late nights, early mornings, and most definitely tears. And yet you are here, prepared to engage with marginalized and oppressed populations, ready to critically examine social and political issues, and more importantly, you are prepared to make a difference in our world. Your story has been a complex one with many characters who intervened when you needed support. So I want to thank your family, friends, professors, VCU advisors, accountability partners, and your Wired or Die squad for uplifting you and helping you get to this point. Finally, to the class of 2024, this is just the beginning of this particular chapter in your story. Having these 3 letters is not the end, for you must constantly hone your craft. Be open to the richness, the wonder, and yes, the magic of being a part of such a critically important profession. Thank you for making social work a part of your life's story. Yeah. And now I would like to introduce to you the Class of 2024 M.S.W. student speaker, James Orr. James earned his master's degree in August. He is from Lynchburg, Virginia, with a background as a supervisee in clinical social work and substance abuse counseling. James has seamlessly transitioned into a clinical therapy resident role at a nonprofit community health center. His diverse experience includes providing clinical therapy to clients of all ages, operating his own business, creating and managing websites for different organizations, and contributing his skills in grant writing for various nonprofits. James's dedication to social work is driven by his passion for serving others and his openness to opportunities that allow him to make a positive impact on as many lives as possible. His journey exemplifies the transformative power of social work education and the potential for creating meaningful change in communities. James.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. Good afternoon. Thank you all so much for just allowing me the opportunity to speak today. Around 8 or 9 years ago, if somebody had told me that I would be standing up here today as your student speaker, I would have laughed in disbelief. At that time, I wasn't in a classroom or an office. I was in a jail cell. I was serving a sentence, and I was grappling with the harsh reality of addiction that had consumed my life at that point. Addiction had written what I thought was the final chapter in my life at that time. However, that experience became the means for a profound transformation, and eventually that's what led me into the field of social work. Thank you. Many of us have witnessed addiction's devastation firsthand in our homes, our families, our communities. It lurks and it creeps in silently, and it wears different masks and affects people from all walks of life. The negative stigma around addiction and mental health, it creates walls of shame that can feel impossible to scale. I'm familiar with this because I have climbed those walls myself. When I hit my rock bottom at what felt like the lowest point in my life, I had a series of intense realizations. I decided in a moment of time filled with fear, doubt, and uncertainty that I would change my life. I would change my thought process. I would welcome the lemons into my life and start using them to whip up some lemonade. I made a commitment to dedicate myself to helping others, and this was the foundation of my personal mission statement, which was to help as many humans as possible. At the time, I had no clue that that decision would lead me on an odyssey that culminates in this moment with all of us here today. I used to hide my story, but now I share it because shame loses its power in the light. Every setback taught me resilience. Every closed door led to a better path. The path began with small steps. It started with me telling myself that it was time for a change, creating a vision of my ideal self in the future, dedicating time to beneficial activities, being honest with myself, and the lessons that I've gathered along the way are simple but profound. Trust your inner compass because it knows the way home, and your past, it's just a prologue. These labels others try to stick on you, don't fret because they fall off when you keep moving forward. And here's the thing about dreams. They don't care about your history, only your hunger to achieve them. And here's what I know for sure. Your wounds, when healed, become your weapons. Your struggles, when overcome, become your strengths. Your story, when owned, becomes your superpower. I've been rejected more times than I can count, doors slammed, opportunities vanished, but here's the secret. Persistence isn't about knocking on the same door repeatedly. It's about finding new doors, building your own doors, or sometimes just turning around to realize there was never a wall there to begin with. To everyone that's struggling with shame, own it, To those carrying stigma, use it. To anyone feeling defeated, the comeback is always stronger than the setback. One of the main things that transformed my life, and that was gratitude, practicing gratitude. Not like hashtag gratitude, but like real, authentic, like gut level, soul deep kind. The kind that can turn obstacles into opportunities, and the kind that sees rejection as protection. The kind that transforms have to into get to. These days, I don't just accept challenges, I welcome them. What once felt like bad luck now feels like stepping stones, and it's amazing how just shifting your perspective from why me to what's next can really transform your whole world. I want to thank God, my wife, my family, my classmates, and the faculty. Thank you for supporting me and challenging me. Class of 2024, I think, especially right now, the world needs social workers more than ever, and make no mistake, we are ready. So let's go change the world, one compassionate act at a time. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, James, for such an inspiring message. And now I would like to present our faculty members who will be performing the hooding of our M.S.W. graduates. Dr. Cassie DeSena Jacobs, Dr. Kimberly Compton, yes, Dr. Ananda Newmark, and Clara Prachar. Dean Cuddyback, Associate Dean Clark, members of the faculty of the School of Social Work, I present to you the 2024 M.S.W. class. These individuals have successfully completed all degree requirements and are now ready to be recognized for their accomplishments. Calling the names of our M.S.W. candidates is faculty member Allison Riles.
James Orr. Kate Albers. Alicia Allen. Adla Al-Said Betancourt. Amber At-Treed. Blakely Baker. Tiara Benson. Bailey Burks. Tanya Russick Bittenbender. Shantice Blair. Ann Mason Bogdanoff. Alexandra Booth. Shanice Brown. Juliana Clark. Jamie Crawford. Caitlin DeAndrea. Sierra Edmonds. Yasmin Farrell. Jordan Elizabeth Francie. Rachel Gibson.
Allison.
Shelby Crimenos. Hannah Griffith. Dorota Hill. Maria Angela Hurt. Alex Hoffman. Diamond Hunt. Alana Jefferson. Denise Little. Sharon Looney. Destiny Lohman. Crystal Marlowe. Darcy McLean. Betty McMcnamee. Jasmine Mary Lynn. Morgan Murphy. Taylor Nunnally.
Congratulations.
Fatima Noor. Kelsey O'Brien. Madison Parmiter. Brianna Payne. Janice Pollard. Daisha Poindexter. Jessica Price. Shannon Nicole Quick. Billy Karashi. Jessica Rodriguez Lopez. Jasmine Saunders. Jenna Shingler. Lexi Singleton. Taylor Thompson. Rocio Villalobos. Taylor Vowell. Noel Weckerman. Catherine Lee Weiberg. Elizabeth Simone Wiggins. Jasmine Maria Willie. Jamila Olivia Williams. Charlotte Woods. Lanita Leanne Wright.
Congratulations, graduates. Yeah. And now I'd like to introduce our B.S.W program director, Dr. Stephanie Odera, as we recognize our undergraduate class graduating today.
Thank you, Dr. Spencer. And now to the best part of the ceremony. Today marks a major milestone in your journey as professionals who are committed to making a positive impact in the lives of individuals, families, and communities. As program director, I've seen firsthand the dedication and passion, hard work that you've put into your studies and field placements. I'm proud of each and every one of you and the countless hours that you've spent reading, writing, listening, reflecting while juggling life responsibilities. Your achievements demonstrate your capacity to learn, to grow, and to advance the field of social work through your practice. B.S.W candidates, on behalf of the B.S.W program, the School of Social Work, and VCU, I want to congratulate you on all that you have and will accomplish as social work practitioners and scholars. The best is truly yet to come. Dean Cuddyback, members of the faculty of the School of Social Work, I present to you the 2024 B.S.W class. These individuals have successfully completed all degree requirements and are now ready to be recognized for their accomplishments. Calling the names of our B.S.W candidates is the B.S.W Program Assistant Director, Allison Rouse.
Abdu. Aaron Avia. Isabella Savage. Corolla Tapia Vargas.
Please join me in congratulating one more time the B.S.W class of 2024 and all of our graduates. Now I'm going to turn this back over to Dean Cuddyback for his closing remarks.
Thank you, Dr. O'Dare. Let's do another round of applause because that was a lot of fun. So, members of the faculty of the School of Social Work, I present to you, whoops, I'm sorry, Stephanie, we need to turn the page. Yeah, right. Graduates, we're almost ready to make your accomplishment official by turning your tassels. But first, we need to do something very, very important. Graduates, please take a second to acknowledge your family with a wave. Say hello to everybody, all the family and friends who supported you on this journey, whether they are with you today or watching online. You did not take this journey alone. Whether it was help with tuition, a shoulder to lean on, a good meal, laundry, a pep talk when you needed it. Graduates, please join me in applauding those who have supported you along the way. Let's acknowledge parents and guardians, spouses, partners, significant others, siblings, children, stepchildren, grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins, friends, colleagues, coworkers, and anyone else. One more big round of applause. And to all who have believed in our graduates, thank you all for your commitment and unwavering support. Graduates, you now join a profession with a proud heritage and a proud history. You are a social worker. We look forward to witnessing the amazing work you will do throughout your career. As alumni of the school, we hope you'll remain engaged with us as educators, supervisors, field instructors, hint, hint, and alumni, and know that wherever you go, you will always be a member of the Ramily here at the School of Social Work. So in a moment, students, I'm going to invite you to move your tassels from right to left, and everybody, this is going to happen abruptly. Music will cue, and faculty will file out. So it kind of happens all at once. I wanted to warn you about the abruptness of this, because I'm going to say turn your tassels, and then we'll all applaud, but I just wanted to give you a little heads up about all of that. All right, so in a moment, students, I'll invite you to move your tassels from right to left, and then this will conclude our ceremony. Music will start, our faculty will file out, as I said. So here we go. One last thing. Students, move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, you have done it. Let the celebration begin.
Nicole Campbell. Dissertation, Understanding Identity-Based Discrimination. Immigrant Women of African Descent's Experiences in Social and Human Service Agencies. Cynthia Acevedo. Amiel Argo. Leela Avens. Ashley Bailey. Blakely Baker. Deanie Berrien. Lola Benfield. Ann Mason Bogdanoff. Alexandra Booth. Julia Bridgen. Shanta Carter. Kendra Charles. Juliana Clark. Eleonora Clock. Jamie Crawford. Patrick Davis. Samantha Dollar. Riley Dua. Lindsay Fortune. Levi Fuller. Andrea Garland. Robin Geary. Hannah Griffith. Alicia Haas. Mullen Hajjilian. Brandy Hayward. Robert Hicks. Alexis Hingle. Ariel Ho. Cabell Hodges. Christina Honer. Sherry Horton. Maggie James. Lily Jansen. Julie Kay. Sherry Clower. Daniel Kunkel. Melanie Lucas. Keziah Marichaux. Eleanor Martin. Darcy McLean. Jasmine Marilyn. Dana Morrison. Rebecca Nickerson. Lauren Null. Mina Muir. James Orr. Christine Paquette. Madison Parmenter. Haley Peterson. Jasmine Saunders. Helen Sion. Haley Sillette. Lexi Singleton. Christina Sorley. Camille Starr. Paula Torito. Nadia Tafa. Elizabeth Villa. Rosia Villalobos. Violet Walker. Paul Waters. Elizabeth Simone Wiggins. Jasmine Wiley. Nancy Wilson. Jessica Zarnigar. Kate Elbers. Elisha Allen. Adla Maria Al-Said Betancourt. Marissa Alvaro. Amber Atrida. Blair Bettinger. Tierra Lachey Benson. Bailey Burks. Tanya Russick Bittenbender. Shantice Blair. Joshua Boyce. Shanice Brown. Kimberly Shavaria. Duncan Cliff. Caitlin DeAndrea. Sierra Edmonds, Yasmin Farrell, Jordan Francie, Rachel Gibson, Shelby Grimenis, Paul Gutierrez, Dorota Hill, Maria Hurt, Alex Hoffman, Diamond Hunt, Ilana Jefferson, Allison Jensen, Denise Little, Libby Litton, Sharon Looney, Destiny Lohman, Crystal Marlowe, Courtney Mayo, Betty McMenamy, Morgan Murphy, Taylor Nunnally, Kelsey O'Brien, Brianna Payne, Dasha Poindexter, Janice Pollard, Jessica Price, Shannon Quick, Billy Korashi, Jessica Rodriguez Lopez, Leanne Scribner, Jenna Shingler, Sam Solizano, Jacob Steele, David Tassel, Taylor Thompson, Taylor Vowell, Kate Weiberg, Jamila Williams, Charlotte Woods, Nita Wright, Anna Marie Yambo, Jenna Cohen, Amber Lewis, Bella Savage, Carola Alejandra Tapia Vargas, Lula Abdu,